Hey guys, it's Jackie and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to share some last minute Valentine's Day DIY treats and gifts that you can give to your loved ones, starting with this vegan parfait. So first we're going to make a chia seed pudding. So you'll need a mason jar, dairy-free milk, vanilla extract, maple syrup, chia seeds, and strawberries. This recipe is so simple because we literally are just putting everything into a mason jar. So I'm using 1 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then with the strawberries I'm just going to take a handful of those and blend them in my Vitamix blender, and we're going to add 3 tablespoons of the blended strawberries to the mason jar, and then after that we're just going to mix it around a little bit, and lastly add 3 tablespoons of chia seeds, and again mix it all together, and then you're just going to put it in your refrigerator and chill it overnight, and in the morning it'll be a lot thicker consistency, kind of like a pudding. So I found these wine glasses for only $3 at Target, and I thought it was the perfect way to serve up this romantic parfait, and that's just what I did for my Johnny for breakfast. So we're adding in the first layer, which is going to be the darkest layer, and all it is frozen strawberries, fresh raspberries, and then a tiny bit of water. We want to keep it a pretty thick consistency. So that's our first layer, which is the darkest. We want to make kind of an ombre. And then whatever was left in the blender, I'm just adding some frozen bananas to create this like very light pink color. And that's going to be our second layer. And then the third layer, we're going to add our chia seed pudding that we made the night before. So here's mine in a little Tupperware. And then just finish it off with some granola and fresh strawberries. And there you go, you have your beautiful vegan parfait, and it's so yummy, and Johnny loved it too. So now I'm going to share a super easy vegan cupcake and frosting recipe. So starting off, we're going to put all of the dry ingredients in one bowl. So I have 1 cup of sugar, 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then I'm just going to mix that all together. And then in a smaller bowl, we're going to add 1/2 cup of oil, 1 cup of soy milk, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract, and mix that all together. And then you want to add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients and mix that all together, and then you can add them to your cupcake tray. And I found this little baking cupcake kit from Target for only $3, and it had this really cute heart, what are those called, like cupcake papers, and so I'm just going to put that in the oven at 350 degrees for 15 to 18 minutes. So while that's baking, I'm going to make the frosting. So I'm first going to blend 1/2 cup of vegetable shortening in my food processor, and then I'm going to add 1 1/2 cups of powdered sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 3 tablespoons of soy milk. And we're just going to blend that all together, and then I'm going to add it into a plastic bag so that I can easily put it onto our cupcakes when they are done. So here are our finished cupcakes, and I cut a little hole in the plastic bag, and then I just kind of did a little swirl. I mean, I'm no professional cupcake maker, but I thought it looked pretty cute. So here are our vegan cupcakes. Now moving on to some Valentine's Day DIY gifts, starting with this wood decor, which I love. So you'll need some wood rounds, acrylic paint, and paint brushes or sponges. So for this first design, I mixed a little bit of white and black paint together to get this light gray color, and I'm just going to sponge this on the entire wood round. So you want to let that dry before you move on to the next step, but once it's dry, I'm going to take a ruler and a pencil and lightly draw 2 arrows going in a diagonal, or going in a cross, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to lightly trace that, and then I'm going to also write the words LOVE, but the O is going to be a heart, so LOVE. And then when we are done tracing that out, we'll just take some white paint to draw over the arrows, and then I'm going to take this pink paint to trace over the letters that spell out love. This was so easy to do, and I love how it turned out. So this next one is also really simple, and you'll only need 1 paint color, and I'm using black for this one. So I'm going to take my pencil and lightly draw the design that I want to do, and for this particular one, I am going to make a heart in the middle that says J and J equals love, and then I'm also going to draw a little wreath around the design so it kind of just fills up a little more. So once I'm happy with that, I'm going to take my black paint and a thin paintbrush and just trace over that. And that completes this second design. Let me know which one you guys preferred in the comments below. And last but not least, I'm going to show you guys how to make this candy bouquet perfect for those sweet tooth lovers. So you're going to need a vase or some type of bowl to put everything in, and then an assortment of candy, and it can be any kind of candy you want. You can personalize it, pick your significant other's favorite candies, and then you're going to need these kebab skewers and then a hot glue gun. And it's really this simple. We're just going to hot glue these sticks to the candy, and bada bing bada boom, that is pretty much it. So I'm going to quickly do that to all of the candy. So now in our vase or fish bowl, this kind of looks like a fish bowl, I'm going to add some Valentine's Day tissue paper, and then also these little pink, I don't know what these are called. I always call them spaghetti worms. So I'm going to put these little spaghetti worms in there so that the kebab skewers have something to hold on to. And now we're just going to stick the candy in there. And once you're done arranging them to your liking, that is it for this candy bouquet. And that wraps it up for this Valentine's Day DIY treats and gifts video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and you can check out my last video, which is linked below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, have a magical day.